Hi, my name is Rosie. I'm here with Emily. We're going to be continuing on our level 1 and 2 push-through bar with our side single arm presses and our Mermaid. I'm going to have Emily demonstrate 2 versions of this, seated and kneeling. Kneeling may not always be accessible for clients. This position can be a lot, especially if you've had knee replacements or knee injuries, so the seated version offers an alternative. Okay, so I'm going to have you start seated like this. Take your right or your left arm up, push that bar all the way. I want you to scooch a little bit closer to the desk. Good. Now this hand, I like to have it behind the head, but it can also be on the hip or out to the side. I'll have you go on the hip for now. And we're going to start, scooch a little bit more this way, to the left. Yes, that's nice. Okay, now thinking about the armpit, this area underneath her arm, I want you to think about squishing my hand to push that bar down. Just press it down. Yeah, and then lift it up. So the shoulder is shrugging up and down. There you go. Up and down. Yep. This is going to be a small range of motion here, pressing that bar in and up. Let's get 2 more. Pause. I want you to scooch 6 inches more to the left. And now I want you to let that bar drift your shoulder up and then really push it down by using your armpit muscles. There you go. 3 more like that. Different versions for different bodies. We're looking for the mind-body connection here, finding that armpit squeeze. And if I reach my hand slightly back and under her arm, I can feel when those muscles are working. Last one. Push it down and hold it there. Now bring that hand behind your head. We're going to take Mermaid. Take it up and over. Side body stretch. Yes. And now stack your spine, sit nice and tall. Good. Let's do that again. Take it up and over. Now this left arm is driving out. The heel of the hand is pushing that bar away. And I think about this right elbow reaching up as we stack. Now reach this arm straight up towards the sky. This is our full expression of the Mermaid. Take it up and over. Shoulder down. Curve that side body. It's not about how far we can lean. I want you to lean a little bit more, let your butt cheek lift. This is what we do not want. Now drive that butt cheek down. Good. That's your true side bend. That's your powerhouse range. Now we stack the spine, come all the way up. Reaching for the sky, low left shoulder. Last time. Up and over. Side crunch. Reach with that arm. Good. Now keeping this left shoulder down, we reach this right arm up, up, up. Sit nice and tall. Float that arm out to the side and down and guide that bar all the way up with control. Good. We're going to do the other side. This version will be kneeling. I find it a little bit easier to find the side arm press, but also a little bit harder on the Mermaid because it just asks more of the oblique, and it can also be a lot of pressure on the knees, so you may also be able to add pillows for a client if they're uncomfortable here, or even another mat. Okay, take your right hand to that bar, push it down. Let's scooch 2 inches closer to that desk. And then we can see here her knees are hip distance apart. You can open them a little bit wider if you need, and you can have triangle feet, so feet together, or they can be parallel, whatever suits your client best. What we don't want, what we want to avoid in this exercise is putting this with our feet for sure. No funky feet. They should be a natural extension of the line. But even more, we don't want to let too much weight go into this inside leg. So shift your weight this way a little bit more. See how this leg is starting to lift? This is not the exercise. We're trying to isolate these muscles, and sometimes that weight shift makes it artificially feel like they're doing the exercise when they're not quite in it. So let's bring this hand to our hip and draw the shoulders back, pull the abs in, starting with single arm presses. I want you to shrug that shoulder down and up. Good. And we're using this area underneath the shoulder blade, underneath the armpit to squeeze, yes. And it feels kind of funky. You have to just trust that engaging those muscles are going to actually make the bar push down. I like to remind clients it's okay that it's a small range of motion. We're not looking for range here, we're looking for powerhouse. 2 more. Next time, push it down and hold it there. We take Mermaid, bring this hand behind your head for these first couple reps. I want you to lift this elbow a little higher, bring your hand more behind your head. So we're already starting to get that length in the shoulder. Now we take it up and over into that Mermaid. Side body crunch, push down through the shoulder. Now reaching this left elbow up towards the sky, we lift, lift, lift. Good. Take a breath in for me. Now exhale into that stretch. Good. Grounding through this knee. Now engage these obliques. Lift yourself up, get tall. Now let's extend this arm all the way up towards the sky for our full expression. We take it up and over. This shoulder is pushing down and away from the ear while this shoulder is coming up and into the ear. And then we reach this left arm up towards the sky. Reach, reach, reach. Good, last time. Shoulder, oblique, side bend. Open your chest a little bit more. Yes. Now reach this arm all the way up, getting taller and lifted. Low shoulder here. Float this arm out to the side and all the way down. Guide that bar all the way up. Take a rest. Another version of side single arm press that might make it a little bit easier to find this engagement if your client is kind of doing some weird funky shoulder stuff here and you're like, that's not quite it. Another version of this exercise. So we're gonna take our left arm up onto that push through bar, and it's a little bit more shoulder height here. We're gonna roll that shoulder out and back like we're slipping our scapula, that shoulder blade, into our back pocket. Yes, now bring your hand here for me. Now think about pressing down and floating up. And you can really feel your activation in this hand. And when you feel like you find it, take your hand off. And we're driving down through that pinky finger, the outside edge of the hand, more so than the flat palm, to help feel this feeling. And I like to offer a hand underneath the armpit. Squish my hand. One more. Squish it down and hold it there. Good. Now reach your right hand up towards the sky. Take the mermaid from here. Yes. This is going to be a little bit more taxing in the mermaid. Lift all the way up, keeping the shoulder shrug. Float the right arm out to the side and down. Guide this bar all the way up. Take the hand off. Rest. Good. So another version of this exercise